Peggy Pittman was mentally 80 when she came out of the womb. Yes, you heard me correctly, 80 years of age. Growing up, Peggy Pittman found life in profound isolation. She pitied the stupidity of the youth and dissociated from the act of growing up. In Peggy's mind, she had already grown up. She simply deemed her existence eternal. Ah, there she is. Here we find Peggy Pittman physically somewhere in her teenage years and still acting like an 80-year-old. An 80-year-old with a tight attitude and a tight schedule, that is. On Mondays and Wednesdays, Peggy sips her exotic teas whilst in the confinement of her bathtub. It's aquatherapy, as she likes to call it. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, Peggy finds herself in the public library with her favourite novel, The Catcher in the Rye. She prefers not to tell us how many times she's indulged in Caulfield's antics. Shh. On weekends, Peggy plops herself in front of the sun and bathes for hours in the Sasaki garden. She's convinced herself immune from skin damage, and perhaps a spray tan. On Fridays, Peggy does the unthinkable. Yes, I can confirm that she engages in a thorough game of chess with another human being. Herman Huckleberry is his name. They've developed an odd friendship over the years. Peggy appreciates Herman's silence. She believes he's the only one who truly understands her. Most likely because Herman's the only one who doesn't point out her kookiness. Oh, how kind Herman is. It does seem as though Herman's best friend is chess rather than Peggy. And I don't think Peggy will ever pick up on it. And that somewhat breaks my heart. There's something rather bleak built into Peggy Pittman's bubble of individuality that I fear passes the mind at first glance. Underneath her strict demeanour reveals a rather fragile heart. At her core, Peggy Pittman is lonely. She has been for quite some time. She would just never admit it. Now, years later, Peggy Pittman actually is 80 years old and has all but fulfilled her elder persona. She no longer frequents the public library, nor the Sasaki gardens, nor her solemn games of chess with Herman Huckleberry. In fact, poor Herman passed away the other year. Peggy realised something then. Herman Huckleberry's life wasn't eternal, which simply meant neither was hers. And for that, she has regret. Regret that she didn't experience growing up. Regret that she didn't explore the stupidity of adolescence. She just wishes she could start over again. Peggy Pittman, a kid, again. Certainly threw me off guard. Now, at 80 years old, Peggy Pittman lives life the way she wants to, as a true kid. To some, it may seem she is still simply wishing away, but don't tell her that. For the time being, she asked that we not show her face, as real kids don't have wrinkles, but she does want to assure you all that she'll be just fine.